A very good evening to all of you, thank you very much to the organizing team to give me this opportunity to talk on this very relevant topic where I'm going to talk on equality and inclusion. I know the announcement was made on the diversity and inclusion, and I'll quickly share as to what does equality and inclusion mean for us in Procter & Gamble. Clicker, some help here. So as technology comes through, I just wanted to first share that in Procter & Gamble we believe in providing everybody equal opportunities to grow and thrive. So that's why we call it as equality and inclusion. And the equality is ensuring that we give equal opportunity to both men, women, our LGBTQ plus employees or PWD employees. So it's giving that equal opportunity and the environment for everybody to grow and be successful. And inclusion, as we all know, is ensuring once we give opportunities for everybody to come in, how do we make it included so that the systems, processes and the culture is so much thriving for them so that they can be successful. So enabling equality inclusion, basically we believe in two things. One is authentic leadership and second is all about creating positive ecosystems. So first about authentic leadership. It's all about, like I said, it all starts from the top and we are very, very deliberate in ensuring we are very clear on the business imperative for which we are driving equality and inclusion. As we go and hire people from the day one, we do provide them with a lot of onboarding and capabilities as everybody does. And we want to ensure that the differences in their thoughts, backgrounds, skills are all brought together to have a positive impact. Hence, it is very important for the leader to set the tone as to why equality and inclusion is important. As we all know that diverse thinking always gives you the most constructive, disruptive ideas. Never have somebody in the room not express their thoughts, otherwise there was no point of getting that individual into the room. And you can replace the room with the meeting. So therefore what we believe is we ensure we are able to have the leaders think through, set the direction and ensure they are real role models of providing the organization with the right culture to embrace equality and inclusion. Example of myself, as I was getting groomed in Procter & Gamble, just been only in Procter & Gamble for 22.5 years. Started off in a plant assignment, went on to work in a Singapore assignment and pretty early in my tenure. And I was made comfortable in Singapore, in the HQ, to ensure I was able to deliver results. Then was thrown into China, and I started off with Gillette, and I was taking a flight from Singapore to China, and the merger was announced. Literally, the merger was announced when I was taking a flight. And when I landed in China, in Shanghai, my dad called me from India and said, "Your company is sold. P&G has acquired Gillette." The first day when I went to the office, the P&G CEO was there, pretty much embracing me with open arms and saying, "Please come over, it's a new company, but we will learn our way through." Then went on to work in multiple other facets of businesses and geographies. But what kept me going as a live example and for the company and for myself is I was given equal opportunity besides anybody else, whether it's men, women, whether it's LGBTQ employees or PWD employees. Any stream of employees coming into the organization are given that equal opportunities. How do we do that is, once the tone is set from the top and the leadership is very clear on what is the business imperative, why do we need this, then the journey starts off to ensure we are able to create a positive ecosystem. And that positive ecosystem is both external and internal. I will talk to you first quickly on the internal ecosystem that we create for everybody to come and be their own self and give their impact and be successful in their careers. So, very standard, attract, retain and grow. So we follow the same approach where we look at attracting the best fit talent. We know what to hire, we go to the market, try to ensure we are able to hire them. The only differentiator here is we try to ensure that we are opening different sets of avenues by representing the company's true spirit when we go external. So when we go to the institutes, we are talking about the culture more and the belief and the promises we make for ourselves to be reflected in the future employees that we hire. We also give opportunities to our lean trainees to enter our workforce at a workman level, which is basically our technicians that we call, so that we are also ensuring we are giving those women and men to enter the manufacturing unit or our business analysts. This is a very deliberate process for us when we try to attract the best fit talent with a mindset to be very inclusive and giving everybody equal opportunity to get in. One of the examples is when in our state, in our plant in Madhya Pradesh, in Mandadeep in Bhopal, we wanted to hire women technicians, that is workmen, and the law did not allow us to rotate them throughout the shifts. So the PNG took that as their own personal agenda to go to the right government officials to get finally the approval to have in all the three shifts, the morning, afternoon and the night shift, for the first time in Mandadeep and Bhopal area, permission for women to work in all three shifts. And that was very important for us to do so that we are giving equal opportunities to everybody to grow and learn. And that's what we ensure when we are attracting people, we are able to give them that opportunity. Retain, policies are very important, right? So we always look at policies which are creating and meeting the needs of everyone in the organization. So our recent policy on share the care, which is a parental leave of 8 weeks, or a fertility policy, fertility support policy, where people want to go through lifestyle changes at their own need and hour. Or our LGBTQ plus policies, where we've included same-sex partners to be in multiple policies. But also creating an environment where people can really be their authentic self and really we are enabling them to meet their needs. We do have some of the inclusive programs like Men as Real Allies, where the men come forward and go through different discussions and dialogues to overcome their biases and myths. And as we were growing as kids, we're very sure, at least I can speak for myself, that there were so many myths that we have heard when we are going to engineering college, to medical college and everything. So we've been brought up with those myths, so it's very important for the managers to overcome those biases, and therefore we have these learning sessions. And finally, our inclusion starts from day one of a new hire, or a lean trainee, or an apprentice coming in, or a technician, saying that everything for everyone will be equal and we will create an inclusive work environment. One of the examples when we implemented Share the Care parental leave was one of our managers shared a great news with us that he is adopting a child, and we were very happy that his adoption has come through. And as we implemented Share the Care policy, we thought he will come and ask for the 8 weeks parental leave. He surprised all of us, including me as a leader of the organization. He came and asked us for the caregiving leave of full 6 months as a primary caregiver. So therefore, we as policy makers, and in this case me, also had a bias that he will only take the 8 weeks parental leave, but he took the 6 months primary caregiver leave. So we have to evolve more as we continue to develop these policies, make it more inclusive and overcome our own biases to start with. And finally, growing is, like I said, we continue to have talent management processes which ensures all critical roles, important roles are going to the best fit talent irrespective of being a man or a woman, right? And don't get into talent management discussions saying this job needs a lot of traveling, so some person cannot do. Oh, this person is going to go on a longer leave of 6 months, so I cannot wait because of lifestyle changes. So our principles that we use are very, very important and clear about really providing the equal opportunities to everybody to grow. One of the examples is in our plants in north of India, Baddi, where we hired women, but the approval was only for first shift, then we got approval for all the 3 shifts. But the 7 women in the day shift were not very convinced why they should come in the afternoon shift and the night shift. When we explained them about how they can grow by learning skill sets in the night shift, in the evening shift, it took us almost 7 months of co-creation with them so that they could convince their household members that I will be doing a night shift and coming back in the morning, and the husband who runs a kirana dukan can get the kids ready and go to school. So this is where at least what we are trying to do in our own way is provide the time, provide the opportunity for everybody to learn the skill sets and giving them the equal opportunity to grow. These are some of the examples that I already shared. So we have IVIN session, which is a network session where all the women and men come and have dialogue on relevant topics. The most relevant topic they're discussing now is how do we really work in different cities, dual career couples, and overcome, as a snippet for you to kind of think about, right? So some of these elements, and then finally, we believe in everybody bringing their authentic self to work every day. Let me now play a video on our work that we have done, especially on women in healthcare. Can we play the video, please? Thank you.
I started my journey in medical and technical affairs nearly 2 decades ago, when there was hardly any representation of women in healthcare. Despite various challenges, I was able to carve a place for myself and have a significant impact on diverse functions within healthcare. Today, with organizations focusing on equality and inclusion, opportunities for women have expanded both in technical and leadership roles. So your future is bright and sky is the limit, provided you're willing to seize these opportunities and work hard with passion, courage, and determination, and a will to achieve your goals.
Brands are not only business oriented but also customer oriented. The development program, training and skill they provide to the employees and employees' core value in the company encourage a lot while working in P&G. At P&G, gender equality is important, and we believe and see that we all are equal. We harness diversity in innovation. Individual respect is very important, and at P&G, respect and inclusion are the cornerstones of our culture, and equal access and opportunity to learn, thrive, grow are available for everyone. Famous quote by Stephen R. Covey that strength lies in differences, not similarities. And at P&G, we believe in the power of our differences and the impact which we can make by the shared values and the common purpose. We believe equality and inclusion starts with all of us.
P&G teaches us to have unquenchable passion to keep growing. At P&G, we feel rewarded, valued and empowered.
Being in the pharma industry for past 30 years, I can tell you that definitely I have also faced several challenges being a woman in the industry. I realized the great difference when I joined P&G. Definitely sky became much clearer. P&G being a global organization, we have a good policies for gender equality and inclusion. In P&G world, I can say that gender equality and inclusion is not just spoken, it is actually executed. Being a part of POSH committee, which is a prevention of sexual harassment. It's a committee where we ensure that there is a safe environment which is developed for the women employees. And if they have any issues with respect to healthy work environment, then we are there to help them out. So in P&G world, work-life balance has been given huge importance. Personal priorities and professional priorities both have an equal importance. And I think that's what makes P&G a unique organization. So I can say that for P&G, women empowerment is a mantra. So I feel that P&G is the best organization to work where women employees can be empowered and they can really grow in the organization.
I can clearly see the passion in the people, and our PG Healthcare Managing Director, Mr. Milind Tate, thank you very much for setting up the authentic leadership and the direction for the team. And as we continue, we are also having a lot in the field sales now under Milind's direction to ensure we are also giving equal opportunity for women to ensure they are able to also thrive in the sales organization, where the challenges are very different, whether it's the safety, whether it's finding the rest hygiene places, and ensuring they are given safe environment for them, right? So now that was the internal ecosystem. Now we can all look at our own organization, which are internal ecosystem, but our employees will always be interfacing externally, right? So the external environment also should be able to give them that opportunities, right? Give them that respect. So therefore, we do our small bit in multiple ways to ensure we are able to also bring that message back to the community. So the external community that we deal with is also having the respect for equality and inclusion. So we do it by three things. One is our brand, second partnerships and community. In our brands, we have area share the load, and I'll go through that quickly. So our brands speak for themselves, and they are clear message providers to break some of these myths and biases that we have been having in the society. And I'll share that example shortly. Partnerships, we continue to have partnerships with our sourcing team, where we have declared a 500 crores fund for entrepreneurs who are women and women-led businesses and women-led entrepreneurs. We have allocated 500 crores out of our entire spend pool for only women entrepreneurs and women-led businesses. So that's a partnership, and I'm happy to share that we have already reached that task, and now we have achieved the 500 crores. Finally, communities, we go back to our STEM areas, where we partnership with NITI to ensure we are able to provide the thought leadership to the younger new generation which is going to come out and replace all of us. How do they really look at equality and inclusion? And our efforts to look at giving digital capability through our Pragati program to ensure that we are able to provide opportunities for women, especially to get more employment. So those are some of the community strides. This is a snapshot of what I shared. So you would have definitely seen Share the Load, our aerial campaign, where the laundry work is not just for the woman to do, but also for the male to do at home. So that's Share the Load. There are multiple snippets of it. Stem the Gap is our Ole brand, which has a sponsorship for women kids, for the girl students not to leave schools, and sponsorship for them. That's the Ole, and it takes two. It's all about parenting, right? So we always believe that equality starts anywhere, right? So parenting also has equal opportunities for men and women to take care. So those are the snippets of what we do to ensure a little bit to give that community, to give back to the community and overcome the biases that they have. So that's where our journey continues now. Like I said, it's all about authentic leadership and creating internal positive ecosystem and external positive ecosystem to ensure everybody can bring their authentic self to work, and they are given equal opportunities without any biases to grow and fulfill their dreams. And we also closed recently our first Pride hiring, where we went in to participate, where a lot of our colleagues go and participate for LGBTQ plus hiring, and as our policies are also inclusive for them. With that, I will just play a last video and close my talk. Thank you very much for patiently listening to me. Thank you so much.
मम्मी नाराज तो होने ही वाली है। वो तो चाहती कि मैं डॉक्टर ही बनूं। इसलिए हॉलीडेज खत्म और बोर्डिंग स्कूल शुरू। एक दिन भी एक्स्ट्रा रुकने नहीं दिया। मम्मी भी ना। मम्मी ने अपनी लाइफ अपने आप ही बनाई। 18 साल की थी जब उनके फादर ने उन्हें घर से निकाल दिया। अकेले रहने का तो सोचने से भी डर लगता है। मैंने अपने पापा को कभी देखा नहीं, और मेरी असली माँ वो बहुत बीमार रहती थी। उनके बारे में सिर्फ एक ही दिन याद है जो मैं कभी भुला नहीं पाती। एक दिन कुछ लोग आए और उन्हें एम्बुलेंस में ले गए। फिर वो कभी वापस ही नहीं आई। फिर एक दिन मम्मी आई। बहुत प्यार से मुझे अपनी गोद में बिठाया और मुझे अपने घर ले गए। तबीयत खराब थी तो पूरी रात मेरे साथ बैठी रही। सुबह मम्मी ने एक सुंदर सी रेड फ्रॉक पहनाई, मेरे लिए ढेर सारे चिप्स बनाए। मम्मी के साथ 10 साल हो गए। अब तो मम्मी कम और दोस्त ज्यादा बन गई। संडे हम दोनों का फेवरेट दिन है। बालों में तेल लगाने के बाद दोपहर में मेरा फेवरेट लंच कढ़ी चावल, और रात में हॉरर फिल्म। डर लगता है, पर मम्मी होती है ना तो नहीं लगता। ये है मेरी मम्मी, है ना प्यारी? मम्मी ने लाइफ में इतने प्रॉब्लम्स देखे, कितना कुछ सहा है, पर फिर भी उन्होंने हमेशा मेरा ख्याल रखा है। सिविक्स बुक में तो लिखा है कि सबके लिए बेसिक राइट सेम होते हैं, फिर मम्मी को क्यों नहीं? इसलिए मैं डॉक्टर नहीं, लॉयर बनूंगी। मेरी मम्मी